Well, here's the title. What the heck's going on in America? You got gas station owners in Pennsylvania hiring armed guards to watch over things so that chaos doesn't break out. Chaos is probably the main ingredient, the key word that we're looking for. This is getting spooky. You're becoming a third world country. And what's going to make it even worse is all those illegal immigrants that they've let into the country without any background checks. They come from places that they're used to the turmoil, they're used to the chaos, and they're used to causing it. They're used to protesting in the streets, they're used to burning. They're conditioned for this. And when things go to hell, they'll be the first ones to be causing chaos among what the hell's going on. You'll be focusing on them instead of the real problem, which is the government. Okay, let's go back up here a minute. I want to get to the title of this. Hang in there, people. Let me unzoom this just a hair. Okay. Armed guards and retail theft rings. America's streets are now resemble a third world nation as organized crime ramps up. Citizens are buying ballistic armor. Well, let's get something straight here. This crap about organized crime is... it's just something to start the momentum. That's what the government wants you to think. Oh, organized crime, they're stealing everything at every place where you look. The only one that's stealing anything is the damn government. Okay, I might be able to zoom this in just a little. If I can. Okay. So a gas station in Philadelphia, tired of all the crime taking place in his parking lot, has hired armed guards to patrol the premises, projecting a show of force against would-be drug sellers, prostitutes, or thieves. In a society where police are widely defunded and where citizens are growing increasingly desperate due to food inflation, joblessness, supply chain shortages, and worse, scarcity, they're preparing yourself to see a lot more private security guards around the country. I'm predicting that before long we'll see private security guards at grocery stores, guarding against flash mob looters that target the meat section of the store. Get over here. Keep that in mind. He's predicting that before long, you'll see private security guards at some grocery stores guarding against flash mob looters that target the meat section of the store. Now this is coming at a time when your U.S. government, the nitwit Democrats in charge, want to take away your firearms so you can't defend yourself. That is not a government that loves its people. We don't want it to escalate to the point that you got guards everywhere, and if you have a firearm, they're going to take it off of you. This is something you've seen before in South America, where armed gangs and thieves are a constant threat to law-abiding citizens and business owners. The hiring armed guards is a frequent sight in developing nations, but until recently it was almost never seen in America. Chaos, people. Only the government can cause that kind of chaos. Walmart CEO warns stores closed due to rampant theft. Coming in here stealing stuff. More Americans are arming up, and body armor sales remain strong, except in New York because they don't allow you to have that kind of stuff. Probably California too. Body armor is becoming an item of interest to regular people who previously believed police would protect them, but now realizing that security is a personal responsibility. But your government doesn't see that way. They don't want you armed. You tell your damn government to go by the Constitution and go bite each other's asshole. They're just coming to people in the United States are just coming to terms with the fact that things are sliding downhill and they want to be safe. One customer was overseeing a gas station. He said there had been an increase in altercations. He mentioned hearing gunshots in the immediate area and more frequently. Another customer said that about a home invasion where a woman got hurt, an elderly woman in his neighborhood. There had been several home invasions in the relative confines of the area. It also prompted a bunch of people in that area to buy ballistic protection. Now, see that? Democrats ban body armor and try to block firearm purchases by law-abiding citizens. You tell them son of a bitches they work for you. You don't work for them. They can be replaced quickly. Very, very quickly. Yeah, the Governor Hochul, H-O-C-H-U-L, banned body armor for civilians, making sure that residents have no means to protect themselves from the gunfire of criminals and home invaders. If you live in certain areas, you're no longer safe in your own home, and your own government is actively working against your ability to protect your safety. Bottom line, the very same left-leaning government officials who are defunding police and releasing violent criminals onto the street frequently refuse to prosecute violent crime and stop law enforcement from doing their jobs. The objective is clear: to transform American street into chaos-ridden war zones where civilians are helpless against rising criminal gangs and trafficking cartels. Crime, it seems, has been a convenient tool for the political left. Democrats are now the pro-crime family, and citizens are increasingly realizing they will have to be on their own first responders. Okay, people, this is what you can see. You'll be going someplace and there'll be somebody standing there with an AR-15 guarding the place. You do the same. You don't comply to government. You comply to your own wishes. You are in charge of yourself. You are an individual. That's scary. Everybody should be aware of this, and I mean today. Not tomorrow, today. Think about this. Think about, you know, your wife going to work or going grocery shopping or even going to a mailbox. Okay, we'll get back up here a second. Prepare yourself, people. It's going to get worse. You know, there's immigrants that come across the borders. They come across for a purpose. They want them people there. They're going to be more of a barrier to get to the government. You're going to have a whole lot of things going on, and these people are, you know, they're going to be in the way. They're going to be causing problems to boot, and sooner or later somebody say, well, we'll have to shut down the Constitution, and says, you know, take the guns away from everybody. No one, no son of a bitch in government can suspend the Constitution. It's the people's Constitution. It's not the government's. No one in government can suspend the Constitution. Anybody that tells you different is a god-blanking son of a bitchin' liar. No one. That's why Lincoln got shot. He suspended the Constitution. They don't have that kind of power to do that. They talk through their ass. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Longer video than I thought.